That was the Church of Ireland church in Newbliss in County Monaghan. Yeah, we kind of looked out there when we got to the church because when we pulled up we got lost. We got separated there. I went into we went into a couple of series of bends and he got ahead of me there. And Susie did her usual trick, where randomly in the middle of this series of bends I got an instruction to turn left in 400 meters. So assuming that Steve was following the same route that I was, I turned left and was immediately greeted with a lane with about a foot wide line of grass up through the middle of it, and I knew something was wrong because I could see on the screen that the checkpoint was ahead, not in the direction Susie was taking me. So I managed to turn it around and come back down, and of course as soon as I turned around she gave me instructions to go back onto the main road and follow the route that I was on. But the funny thing is, Steve's sat-nav got him lost as well, because we both ended up coming into Newbliss. I thought he'd be there, but I thought I'd be about 10 or 15 minutes behind him. But we both arrived at the church exactly at the same time from two different directions. And when we got there the gate was open, so we just drove up to the church, parked up in front of it, took the photographs. We were sitting up there having a chat about bikes and various different bits and pieces. And a little white Peugeot pulled up and a very nice old gentleman came up inquiring to know what exactly we were at, and they're very nice about it, like. But you knew he was coming up to keep an eye on the church, and he asked us, we told him we were doing the photo rally, and he was all interested, and we had a good old chat. And he said, "And did you get the keys to come up?" And we said, no. I think I'm gonna have to stop somewhere now and get a bite to eat. Now, stop there in Coot Hill for a bite to eat in Dinkin's cafe, bakery type thing. Nice big bowl of vegetable soup. On the road again. 24 minutes away from the monument to the Metalmen, or the Pledge of the Metalmen monument, sorry. 21 kilometers to Bailieborough. Don't really have much to talk about on this section of the spin. Like I say, I haven't done a whole lot of research on these 3 points today because I didn't actually expect to be able to get out. But something I must look into getting actually is gear. Like, thinking about getting, you know, jeans, you know, motorcycle jeans. I'm wondering if anyone has any advice on them. I mean, my motorcycle trousers are, well, like, they're light, they're summer trousers anyway, because they're Modeka are the make of them, and they're kind of, I got them for summer trousers because this bike, like, when you're dressed properly, this bike, you don't feel the cold. Like, there's a lot of wind protection out the front of this, like, so I decided I'd opt for summer trousers, the summer textiles, like, and they're like, they're very good, like, they're quite bulky and you know, they're great when you're on the bike, and they're not the worst when you're off the bike. I mean, they're not like full leathers, but I suppose it'd be nice to be able to go for a spin, and if you were to actually go walking around somewhere, or you know, if you were to go to the Whaki Castle or Trim Castle or something like that for a trip, to actually walk around it in the height of summer, not sweltering in your full riding gear, would be nice. That's kind of the appeal of the Kevlar jeans. Now, part one of the problem is I have to gather up some shillings for this purchase. But the other difficulty is choice. Like what do you get? I know some of the riding denims are kind of, the criticism they get is that they're quite obviously motorcycle jeans. Like, you know, they look blocky, they have a kind of a very agricultural cut to them, if you follow me. I was looking at a crowd who make road skin, I think they're called. They were actually showing in the bike show in the RDS, and I had hoped to get up and get a closer look at them there, but unfortunately that weekend didn't pan out for me, so I didn't manage to get up to actually see them. But I've done a bit of looking at them online, and they seem like a good outfit. Like, they only sell direct to the customer, so you can't get them in shops and stuff, so the cost is kind of kept down a small bit on that. And I watched a couple of the videos on them. The chap who makes them, he talks a good spiel anyway. Like, he'd convince you. He's a motorcyclist himself, and he's kind of put a lot into the design of these, and the big draw for them, or the big selling point he has for them, is that they look like ordinary jeans. You know, you could walk into work wearing these jeans and you wouldn't know that they were motorcycle jeans. And you got some fairly impressive armour in them as well. They seem to be very pliable and soft and comfortable, but they stiffen up on impact. I mean, chap had them on a glass table, on a table. Like, he was able to bend them around his knuckles and bend them around his knee and double them over, but then put them on the table and hit them with a hammer and they went rock solid. Like, and I think they come with knee and hip protection, which is good. Like, and I've seen videos, promotional videos that he does, where he's worn them set on the ground behind a stunt rider and had himself dragged around on his backside up and down a track to test them. Like, so they look quite good. But I'm wondering if anyone has any other recommendations, or do you have riding jeans? You know, what make are they? What, like, is there any advice you have for someone who's looking to get a pair? Like, are they, like, what makes are out there? Like, I know Dragon Jeans are another company that have seem to have a good reputation. Like, there's lots of them out there. Like, I have my research still to do. Like, but if anyone out there has any advice on buying jeans, like, is it like leathers? Like, do you buy a size up, or to allow for wear? Like, obviously with jeans you wouldn't be, like, if you were buying textiles, you get them a little bit bigger because you're going to be wearing your normal clothes underneath them. Like, how good are they sizing when you buy these things online and stuff? Like, I don't know. I've only ever bought one pair of motorcycle trousers, and they're the ones I'm wearing. God, I tell you one thing, Cavan and Monaghan have some lovely roads for motorbikes. Lovely sweeping bends. You know, you'd want your wits about you at some of them, like. Just real nice sweeps around these. Oh no, more rain. Yes, now this one now is an iron butt photo rally point. So the previous two were Irish photo rally points. So this one again is back to the theme of mining and metal work. So I've seen the pictures of this. It's seems to be two chaps doing some sort of melting metal. I don't know, but it looks like an interesting little, well, I say little, I think it looks like an interesting statue anyway, so worth the spin to see that anyway. And we'll see what it's all about when we get there, and hopefully there'll be a tourism information notice board or something there to tell me what it's all about. Was that Doc Brown? So there it is, Pledge of the Metalmen. Very cool. It's a lovely little plaque thing here. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try, and it's very hard to read. Why We Love Living in Bailieborough by the children of Bailieborough in 2015. My favourite place is the library because I like the storybooks and I like Fiona telling us stories. My favourite shop is Hall's because you get sweets and toys there. My favourite place is the Massey Ferguson shop because it is full of tractors. I like my nanny's house because everybody comes to her house on Sunday. My favourite place is the playground. Lots of kids like to go to the playground. It is lots of fun at the playground. I am a baton twirler. I do it in the after school club in the hall. My dances are Toy Story and Sophia the First. I like the Castle Lake and Town Lake because they both have lovely walks. Carolina takes me and my sister for walks. My favourite place is Super Value because my mam works there. In the deli there is lots of meat and treats, and she wears a yellow hat and an apron. We name our metalmen Bob and Ben, the Metalmen. Isn't that cool? This is nice too. Two men working together side by side, pursuing a single goal, a single focused objective. A ceremony of sorts performed for thousands of years. Perfected movements refined, controlled, repeated down through the eons. The coarse white metal creation stripped to the essential. The pulse and flow of molten metal. With this in mind, we cast our children's hopes and dreams and wishes in bronze. That's cool. Very, very cool. Well worth the spin up to see that. Now, just after dawning me that I was so busy chatting to Steve at the Newbliss church, I completely forgot to show it to you guys and video it, so hopefully you got a view of it as we drove up to it. So yeah, on the way home now after that. That's a good clatter of rally points done now in the last 2 spins. Today I think there were 2 photo rally points, which were the Sean Maguire Memorial in Whaki and the Church of Ireland church in Newbliss, and the Iron Butt Association Pledge of The Metalmen in Bailieborough in County Monaghan. Bailieborough, isn't it? Isn't that where it was? That's in Monaghan, isn't it? No, Bailieborough's in Cavan. Yeah, Bailieborough's in Cavan, sorry, my mistake. My remote control for the camera seems to have shit the bed for some reason. I assume it's just that the battery is low on it, but it doesn't seem to be charging in the charging port on the bike, so hopefully that's not a big issue. So yeah, that's in the Iron Butt rally. We have the Motti stone covered and the ventilation chimney down near Thurles, Kilkenny, down not far from Urlingford. So that's 2 of the IBA done the last day, and Pledge of the Metalmen, which is 3 of the 15 rally points. I have the Shillelagh Courthouse done, the Brothers Family Forge done, Sean Maguire Memorial done, and Church in Newbliss done. So that's 4 photo rally points done and 3 IBA points done. And I've 116 miles done already, and I have 83 kilometers left to go to get home. So another great day out. And the added bonus of bumping into Steve up in Kilcolgy there, down from Belfast. And as I said to him, like, it's great when you're doing this, you know, when you bump into somebody at one of these points and you know they're doing the photo rally, it's great because you've already made a friend before you even open your mouth, because you've got shared interests. You know, you're both suffering from the same mental condition that makes you want to go out and drive all over the country on a motorbike to find obscure random places. So it's good when that happens. Anyway, I don't know how much is left in the battery in this camera, and so I'd say we'll probably just leave it there for today, guys.